Can I fit all of this in a 2021 Bram 1500? Find out. It'll fit the fam. Bram! I'm Mr. Bram. These are my 3 kids. Join us as we journey to find the best truck to fit the fam. The Ram name has been around for a long time, and Dodge was making them tough, but honestly, kind of a throwaway truck. They were always the 3rd best, or the one you got because you couldn't afford a Chevy and your credit wasn't good enough for a Ford. But things have changed dramatically. This brand new generation, they brought it up a notch. The fit and finish in this Ram 1500 is on par with some of the European brands, and they've done amazing work by using real wood, real genuine leather. And while the Ram is not currently #1, it is one of the highest rated trucks in the industry. And I can see why. It has some awesome features like a rear step and in-bed lighting. And honestly, from the driver's perspective, I feel like the Ram looks good without feeling overtly manly and chunky. So I'm really excited about getting into this and finding out how all of our car seats fit. This truck is a 2-wheel drive, but according to Ram, the 4x4 has the same body height. Now, being a truck lifting an infant carrier can be a struggle, so we chose the outboard position for placement. I want to introduce you to Fit the Fam's new baby. They're twins. That's right, my wife didn't want to have a baby just for YouTube, so we decided to use 20-pound weights now that we're putting these seats in bigger cars, so we can really give you an idea of how hard it is to get the seat up into some of these trucks and SUVs. Behind the driver, there are tons of room. I didn't have to worry about how far back my seat was, but consider reaching an infant from the front seat can be difficult unless you have the reach of an NBA player. Oh, hey there. Are you tired of waiting around at the car dealership trying to figure out if your car seats fit in your next new car? Well, let us do the heavy lifting and put car seats in cars for you. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can be informed the next time we put out another review on a car you're looking for. Don't wait, make sure you share this video with all your friends so they can also find what fits their fam. You can see if this truck didn't have those tubular steps, it would be nearly impossible for my daughter to get in without grabbing hold of a handle. Now, as for buckling, they actually do a really good job with this truck because they've extended the buckles out further, and it makes buckling really easy for my daughter. I mean, you know, these things happen. So with 63 inches of hip room, you can pretty much imagine that any configuration of car seats is going to work 3 across in the back of this Ram. What's also nice about this is this has 2 additional inches of leg room over just about every single one of the competition in this class. So this truck has tons of room in the back. In fact, more than the Mega Cab when you look at those dimensions. What I found is the way the car seats sit is there's a gap behind the seat. I really wish it would fill there. I didn't want to recline the seats because then they're too far back. So I wish there was a middle ground there, then our seats would fit a little bit better. The other thing is the way the top tethers work on this truck is very complicated. As you can see from the owner's manual, it took some reading to figure out. Once installed, a challenge is whether or not these are going to be durable over time. I have friends who drop their kids and their car seat every single time they go to childcare. That means the seat's coming in and out 1 or 2 times a day. And I'm worried that this webbing is just not gonna stand up to that metal dragging across it every single time you uninstall. One durability note is that the seat backs are made out of vinyl and not a hard plastic, which to make them more durable against punctures whenever you throw something in that cab. But overall, for forward facing, I think these kids are comfortable and this is a great truck for that. Unfortunately, the Ram bed is only 5 foot 7 inches in this model. Now, it's a compromise because you have such a large cab, and frankly, most people purchase this to drive around without any cargo in the back. But you do wish you had just those couple of extra inches when you start hauling lumber or moving your kids into their next dorm room. One of the bed features I love about the Ram is this in-bed lighting. You can turn it on and off here, or it automatically turns on and off when you unlock the truck, and it makes a huge difference when you're trying to load in low light or at dusk. It also has these tie downs. Now, this is a factory option. All you have to do to use the tie downs is pull it out, find the spot where you want it, and then you just tighten it down. And then you can tie down to anywhere in the bed. Now, the Ram Crew Cab is actually one of the largest crew cab offered by any manufacturer, other than, of course, Ram's own Mega Cab. And that is because they've really expanded the way you can use this cab. You've got reclining rear seats. And even with the seats up, I fit across the floor in the back.
Hey!
What?
No napping while we're filming.
I had to find a chance to catch some extra Z's somehow. We have 3 kids.
Eh. Okay, bye!
So this truck is the Laramie edition, and this fabric inset here, it's like a micro suede, is a crumb magnet. Some of the crumbs from my kids' car seats came out, and you can see it just attaches to this, and it takes multiple passes by a vacuum in order to get it off. Another really nice feature in the back cab is the Ram bins. These are bins that are underneath the floor, great for tie downs or any emergency gear you need, so that it's not sitting underneath the seats and sliding around every time you take a turn.
These Ram symbols. Not quite as hefty as the Jeep branding, but man, they don't want you to forget that you're driving a Ram.
After checking this truck out, I see why the Ram 1500 is such a popular vehicle. It's not just the price. These are well-rounded option packages supporting a fun and powerful truck. And while you may need to haul a trailer in order to move anything larger than a bicycle around in this crew cab, it's as close to a family hauler as really any truck can be. We really appreciate it here at Fit the Fam because you're feeding my kids. No.